Hello, this is Ryan with Davis Excel Solutions. Thank you for joining my page. Today I'm going to be walking you through a potential financial solution, and just to jump right into it, this is an example of something you may receive today. So this is a template that is downloadable from Clover, which is just like Square, another POS system. And this is how it looks. And so I changed some data around, so everything that you see is just purely fake information and not from a previous client. So you have here the staff member, the price, the total, and then order number, and then here is a list of expenses. And so this one was not exported. This one was typed in individually. And so just changed the numbers around and obviously got rid of the actual vendors' names. But this is, again, an example of something that you may have or something that I could potentially input for you. But the reality is this is just information. These are just numbers. And what Davis Excel Solutions specializes in doing is taking your data, taking your numbers, and deriving insights, deriving information that would be useful to help your business grow and help you to do your job more effectively. And so what I was able to do for this particular client was create a financial dashboard, which I'll go straight to. And in this dashboard, I have operating profit, then I have revenue minus wages. And so these are two important numbers from a profit standpoint, because you want to know how much money you're making before your interest and before your taxes is paid. And then typically your highest expense will be what you pay your team. And so these are two important numbers that I drew out in this particular dashboard. But if this is a particular product that's of interest to you, we could walk through what are numbers you would like to see. It truly is a partnership, and Davis Excel Solutions is huge on working with you to make sure the dashboard is exactly what you want and exactly what would be helpful for you to run your business. And so the other thing that it's showing here is the revenue. So it took all those names, took all the revenue from this spreadsheet, right? And then in this example, how many data points are there? There are over 7,000 data points. And then it automatically looks at that information and details how many staff members do you have. So you have 3 in this example, and then their distribution, right? So your revenue to date is 607,000. And then this is your plus or minus from last month. So how did you do this month compared to last month? That's typically a pretty good stat to look at. Sometimes you may want to compare this month to last year. So if it's, say, April or March, how did I do in April or March last year? If you're in a very seasonal business, that's more a bigger determination of how you're doing than just looking at the month before. So again, that's stuff that we would work through, or I would work with you to sort through. But let's look at this example. So this is your whole entire business. So this is the distribution, and if you highlight over it, you would be able to see the total. So let's look to see how much everyone made. And then if I only wanted to see at how much Amber, so what she's doing. And sorry, just to take a step back, this is a business that operates through services. So they're not selling products. So you can see the services they provide: waxing, sugaring, eyebrows, eyelashes, facials. So what I'm doing here is I'm providing information so an owner would know exactly what each staff member is doing, how much money they're bringing in, and how much money or what's their distribution from a service standpoint. And so if I wanted to look at any particular person, I could just click and see what that person is doing. So this is, say, Liz. So Liz is highlighted. This is what Liz is doing. This is her distribution. And if I wanted to look again at everybody. right? So very straightforward, but it gives you information that you would have not have known just by downloading this, right? And so to have this dashboard to where all you have to do is download it, copy and paste it into here, and it would give you this every single month is amazing. I also have expenses in here. So you would be able to see the expenses. So how much are you actually paying these people is a piece of it. How and what months you want to check your expenses. So in January, if you wanted to check your expenses, you could. So you could click around here. So in this example, for all of this year so far, there's $1,571 that was spent on decor and renovations. If you wanted to look at a particular month, you could. You just have to click off. So if I wanted to look at February only, I can look at February only. And then in February only for decor, it was $992. And so again, this doesn't make as much sense maybe to you because you're not in a service business or these aren't your expenses or your revenues. But what I'm trying to get at within this example is starting off with just numbers and ending off with something that's very useful for your business. So you can see very, very quickly what your revenues are, what your expenses are, how much you're paying your employees, how much you're paying in shopping or utilities, and then you can slice it, dice it however you want it to. And then obviously, it doesn't matter how much money you're making if a lot of money is going out the door. So what does your profit look like? And so this can be more complicated if you wanted something that was more accounting driven. And is looking at more of the information that might be on a cash flow statement or a balance sheet or an income statement. We can walk through those. I just wanted to highlight something that I've done in the past just so you can get an idea of the type of things that I can do. So reach out. I would love to hear about your particular business, and we can talk more in depth about how I can provide a Davis Excel solution that is perfect for you. Thank you.